Hello everyone. My name is Nishant Gupta. My enrollment number is 0801CS221101. Today I am going to explain my project, which is basically format validation and document segregation. The purpose of the project is to create an automated process for validating and segregating PDF documents based on predefined formatting rules and subject code. Basically, the application will validate PDF files against specific formatting criteria like font size, font style, and sequence. And then the next thing the project does is to extract the subject code from the PDF file and then segregating the file based on the subject code into their respective branch-wise and year-wise folder, which this can be visible on the SRS. This is my SRS documentation, and then there comes the scope of the project. So the the, this document segregation system is focused on validating PDF files for adherence to formatting rules such as font type and size, ensuring subject codes are correctly formatted and match a specific pattern, and then organizing files into proper directories. And then there are some definitions which are basic SRS things, and then the overview of the project. Then comes the system overview. There are some features. The first feature is the file upload. That is, user can upload PDF files to the web interface. Then there is format validation. The system validates the format on the basis of the college name. I have kept the format such that on the first line of the PDF there must be the college name, and then on the second line there must be the subject code, and then the data, which can be anything, and then the functional requirements. File upload module, format validation module, file segregation module, and there are some non-functional requirements as well, like performance, usability, security, and then external interface requirement, and there are no such hardware interface. And For the software interface, the file interacts with the file system for storing uploaded PDF and segregating them into folders. There is a library of Python which is PyPDF2, which is used to extract and analyze the PDF content. And now let us come to the project, like how it is basically working. I'm running the directly the Python code. This is how it looks. From here, user can choose the PDF file which he wants to upload. Like for example, I am choosing the first file F1. Let me show it what it is. So in this file, on the first line there is college name. On the second line there is subject code, and there is some data. When I click on upload, it shows that file uploaded and file moved to the uh, folder which is basically decided by the subject code. So in this file, the subject code was written as CE13005. And let us talk about how the subject code is extracted. The format is like the first two character of the subject code will decide the branch, the third character will decide the year, and the fourth character will decide that either it is of even semester or odd semester. So in this case, the file is of a civil engineering branch, first year and third semester. So this file F1 will be moved to the corresponding folder, like here, first year and civil. Here it can be shown that the file has been moved. Let us try some more examples, like this F3 file. In this is for EC branch. So when I upload F3, it says subject code is missing or invalid. And if I try this F4, this is college name not found. And this is because in the F4, the college name is incorrect. So this is how basically the code is working. Now let us talk about the directory structure. So there are a format. This is the predefined format through which the main Python file is checking the format. And then there is segregated file folders. And in this, actually, what happens is if the folder is already created, then the new file will move to that folder. Otherwise, the new folder corresponding to that subject code or year will be generated. And there are some styles like HTML things, index, and this is the main app.py like Python code. And now let me explain the Python code. So firstly, there are some imports like Flask, which is basically a library for web development. And then I have, and then in this line of the code, I have imported the format checking function. And then here, the Flask app is initiated. And then here, folder to temporary store upload file is made. And then there are some folder, there is the folder where the actual segregated file will go. And here, this line is for that like user can upload only PDF files. Like he cannot upload any text or any other extension document. Only PDF files are allowed to upload. And then here comes the function to check if the uploaded file has an allowed extension. This is basically the function which checks if the incoming file that the user is giving as input has the correct extension or not. Basically, this means that either the input file is PDF format or not. And then this is for root handling to upload the files. And then this is to check if the file part exists in the request. And then there are some basic functions like and then there is the this function. This function basically checks if the valid this function basically checks that the file is valid and has correct extension. And then this saves the file to upload folder. And there is then the whole code goes and I have made the variables to make it easy to understand the code like. And then there is the branch mapping like for the subject code extraction. I have already mentioned that the first two characters of the subject code will decide the branch. So I have to give the branch mapping for that. So I have entered the branch mapping like CO for computer engineering, double E for electrical, IT, and then ME, CE, EC, and all. And then there is year mapping. And then here comes the function which checks if the subject code corresponds to a valid branch and year or not. And then here is the code to create the target folder path based on the year and branch. And then the last one, basically this runs the Flask app in debug mode. Now let us come to the format document. So I have already mentioned some comments in that, like the what the function actually does. So basically, it verifies the college name and then subject code format on the second line and font properties for first two lines. So this uh, this basically extracts the content from the first line, and then it checks if the first line contains the correct college name or not. Like in the last example that I used in my project, like F4 file, which is this, the college name is incorrect. So the code will give an pop-up error that the college file, sorry, the college name is incorrect in the file. I can show that again as well. When I try to upload this f4.pdf, which does not contain the correct college name, it will show that college name not found or incorrect on the first line. And then here's the function to check the subject code. Basically, it extracts the subject code and then checks if it is valid or not. Then the font properties of the functions are also checked. Then there is a function that validates if the subject code follows the pattern. Actually, I have made a pattern, like it should be like AB and then five integers. Like so, the first two characters, which is the branch code, and then there are five digits in which the first digit is for the year and the second digit is for the uh, even odd semester. And there are some page properties, and this is the code.